Have you ever wondered why increasing taxes doesn't always lead to higher government revenue? Let's delve into the concept of the LER curve to understand this intriguing economic phenomenon. The LER curve illustrates the theoretical relationship between tax rates and the total revenue collected by the government. At one extreme, a 0% tax rate results in no revenue. As tax rates increase from zero, the government begins to collect more revenue. However, this trend doesn't continue indefinitely. Beyond a certain point, further increases in tax rates can lead to a decrease in total revenue. This occurs because excessively high taxes may discourage people from working, investing, or spending, thereby shrinking the overall tax base. The concept is named after economist Arthur Laffer, who popularized it in the 1970s. During a meeting in 1974 with officials from the U.S. government, Laffer reportedly sketched the curve on a napkin to illustrate his point. He argued that both 0% and 100% tax rates yield no revenue, implying that there exists an optimal tax rate between these extremes that maximizes revenue. The exact position of this optimal point varies depending on various factors, including economic conditions and taxpayer behavior. Historical instances provide insight into the application of the LER curve. For example, during the 1980s, the United States, under President Ronald Reagan, reduced the top marginal tax rate from 70% to 50%. Proponents of the tax cuts argued that this move stimulated economic growth and maintained revenue levels aligning with the principles of the LER curve. However, critics contend that these cuts significantly increased the federal deficit, highlighting the complexity of applying the theory in practice. Similarly, in the 1960s, President John F. Kennedy advocated for tax cuts, leading to the Revenue Act of 1964, which reduced income tax rates across the board. Supporters claimed that the cuts spurred economic growth and increased tax revenues, while detractors argued that other factors contributed to the economic expansion, making it difficult to attribute the growth solely to tax policy changes. It's important to note that the LER curve is a theoretical model determining the exact tipping point where tax rate increases begin to reduce revenue is complex and depends on numerous factors, including the elasticity of taxable income, the overall economic environment, and how taxpayers respond to tax changes. Consequently, while the LER curve provides a valuable framework for understanding the potential effects of tax rate adjustments, its practical application requires careful analysis and consideration of specific economic contexts. Understanding the Laffer curve is crucial for policymakers aiming to balance tax rates to fund public services without hindering economic growth. It serves as a reminder that beyond a certain threshold, higher taxes can be counterproductive, emphasizing the need for thoughtful and informed tax policy design. If you found this explanation insightful, please like and subscribe for more discussions on economic principles and their real-world applications.